Hello everyone! I hope you are all doing well and welcome back. I thought today I would do a little get ready with me. Yesterday I put on my Instagram, I put a question box on my Instagram. Hang on, I need a hairband here. Oh, I found one on the floor. Yeah, so I put on, isn't that the best thing? Like when you need a hairband and then one is just there. Oh God. Girls, you'll know that feeling. Like, especially when you need to put your hair up and then there's a hairband on your wrist and you're just like, God loves me right now. Anyway, right, we're going off topic again. I love doing that. No, so I put on my Instagram a question box and ask me anything because I thought, you know what? There's still so much that you guys don't know about me, and I thought it would be just a nice way to basically, yeah, get to know me better. So grab a coffee, a tea, a glass of wine. I mean, if you were me, it would be a glass of wine, although it is only 10:30 in the morning, but still, it's 2021, new year, new us. Okay, so new us probably means stop drinking so much. So yeah, don't do that. I've got a smoothie. Go grab yourself a smoothie. I mean, this is a banana, blueberry, bit of honey, bit of almond milk, ice smoothie. Doesn't look that appealing, but oh, it tastes good. A bit sweet though, too much honey. Anyway, right, so let's get to it. So basically the questions that I chose were the ones that basically got asked the most. So the ones that people asked, a couple of people asked me. I'm gonna find this really difficult because I won't lie to you, I literally can't multitask. So trying to do my makeup and talk and read questions at the same time, whoa. The first question is, how did you get into MIC? So, I don't know how I'm going to do this. This is really hard. First of all, I'm putting on this fake tanning face thing, which I put on all the time. So how did I get into MIC? So what happened was, this was like, I was so young. I was 20 when I started main Chelsea. I was the youngest on the cast. I started in series 12. And then I had like a year off in between, and a couple of, I've come in and out of main Chelsea. I was friends, or people knew me through Jess Woodley, who I would say sort of who I knew through that crowd, and main Chelsea just approached me. I think it was on Facebook chat or something, they messaged me, and yeah, it kind of just went from there. And then I'd met a couple of the other people like through nights out, because I was like just started, well, yeah, I was 20, so I'd been clubbing for like, I'd be going out most weekends to like Kings Road, all the places. There was a place called Bolo Schloss, which we used to go to all the time, which then turned into Mickey Kensington, and now I don't even know what it is. But yeah, had some bloody good times in there. Next question: what job did you do before main Chelsea? Loads of different jobs. So I've worked in pubs. I worked in a pub for quite a while. I absolutely despised working in a pub. I just thought, no, like this isn't for me. This just isn't for me. No, I didn't like some of the way people treated me. So that is why I'm never rude ever to waitresses or anyone who works in a bar or a pub. I'm never rude to them, because I know how rude people can be, because they were just so rude to me. So yeah, that wasn't for me. I loved working in a doctor's surgery. I used to work in a doctor's surgery on a Saturday morning, and that was honestly so great. I made so, like, all the little old ladies and old men, they'd come in and they'd literally just sit and talk to me for hours. Like, I made friends whilst I was there. I loved it, and I learned so much. Even though I was just on reception, I also used to do scanning, so I had to like scan all the different referral papers and put them all in the different folders. So you're reading all these documents about all these like issues that people have got, and you're having to place them in the right place, and you actually learn a hell of a lot about, yeah, all sorts of things. So I loved that. That was really fun. Then I worked in Gilly Hicks, so like Hollister. I did that for ages. That was all right. I met a lot of cool people there actually. That was good fun. I worked in that one in Kingston, but I don't even know what happened to it. Oh God, yeah. So before I did main Chelsea, also I do not even know what I'm doing. I'm just chatting and trying to shove on some makeup, which I don't even know where I'm going with this, but you know, let's just go with it. And then I worked in sales. Then I worked as a model booker for this modelling agency that I used to be a model there when I was younger. So I was like a model, but then they needed like, when I just left college, they needed like there was a new role for like an agent as like a model booker, and I was like, yeah, would quite enjoy that. Anyway, I basically just put myself forward for all the jobs. It was great. People would ring me like with a brief of like exactly what model they want and what, you know, what the shoot was. I was like, have you ever looked at Emily? Yeah, she's very professional. That was fun. And then what else have I done? I think that's it. And then I did Main Chelsea. So I've literally always worked. My dad and my mum have always brought me up with sort of, you know, if you want something, you need to go get it yourself. So they never really gave me money for holidays or any, I mean, they'd give me a bit of pocket money or whatever. If I wanted a girls' holiday, I'd have to work for it. Or if I wanted anything really. And I'm kind of grateful that they were like that. At the time I was like, oh I hate my parents, they're so annoying, they don't give me anything. And then actually, you know what, my work ethic now is pretty good. So I'm quite pleased with that, and I'm definitely going to do the same with my kids. I'm not going to be overly nice and give them everything, because they won't bother. Like if you get given everything, you just won't bother in life. You literally just won't. You won't work for anything. You'll become very lazy. Anyway, that was a complete ramble. Next question, future career goals. So future career goals, I've got a few, you know. I think one of them would be to get into property. I've always wanted to get into property. I'd love to have a project going. So, you know, buy like a really rundown house or bungalow or something and turn it into something incredible and then sort of sell it on. I would love to do something like that and like do it up, and I just think that for me, yeah, that's a bit of me. That's my goal, to earn, like to have a couple of properties, turn them, flip them around and sell them. Property guru. And I'd also like to obviously continue with everything else, to be honest. Like I'm really enjoying where I'm at the moment with everything. I mean, I think I do need like a business partner to help me out with a couple of things, just because I've got so many different things going on at the moment that I can't, like my time is so divided and I can't seem to like put enough attention into one thing because I'm all over the place. So I feel like, yeah, I definitely need to start looking for someone to come on board and like help me out with some bits and bobs, which is always exciting. Did you go to uni? No, I didn't go to uni. I was never ever interested in uni, like ever. That is just, you know, it's like some people's like dreams and goals and ambitions, and it runs in their family and all their family goes, so you have to go. Actually, for me, no, I just was like, this uni life isn't for me. And you know what, I don't regret a single second of not going to uni. I really don't. I totally get it if you know what you want to do, and if you want to be a doctor or a dentist or a vet or a lawyer, or you know, you've got that sort of career path that you know what you're doing. I literally had no idea what I wanted to do, so I thought, you know what a waste. It would literally be a waste of money for me. I know what I'm like as well. I would have just gone, messed around, got drunk for 3 years straight. I probably lost my mind. So I'm very glad that I didn't do that. You meet a lot of great people at uni, you get a lot of good opportunities, and actually, you know what, there are a lot of jobs I wouldn't be able to apply for because I don't have a degree. But that's just what I chose, and I'm happy with that. I mean, I think in life, you know, it's not always what you know, it's sometimes who you know, and I'm good at meeting people and chatting, so hopefully I'll meet someone who can give me a job if I need to. Oh, do you regret moving in with a boyfriend so soon? I got this a couple of times. Like, people are like, I'm moving in with a boyfriend, like, what's your advice and stuff like that. Actually, you know what? I definitely don't regret it. Like, we were both very nervous. We were like, uh-oh, is this real? Like, what are we even doing? We're so grown up. Oh, is this a bit much? Like, we were freaking out so much. But you know what? My advice to people would be like, don't even overthink it, just do it. If it doesn't work, what's the worst that can happen? If I said that, I rang my mum, I was like, Mum, me and Harvey are thinking about moving in together. Is this much? She went, what's the worst that can happen? Honestly, you can just move out. You can just figure it out. And it's so true. You can literally just figure it out if it doesn't work out. And luckily for us, it's working out, because you know what, we spent so much time together in lockdown that I think we're so used to each other now, and just, yeah, it kind of just speeds everything. Lockdown has really just like sped everything up for me. Is that a word, sped? I'm not sure, but let's pretend it is. So lockdown has just, yeah, it's made everything move so quickly, which is really scary but also really great, because you're just like, actually we've cut out like a bit of wasting time. Like, you know, will we get on together, will we not, can we spend this amount of time together? We can. So it's great. So my advice is, don't overthink it, just do it. What's worse can happen? Also, what Harvey and I did, we did a break clause. So we did like a 6 month, we're renting this flat, we don't own it, by the way. We're doing a 6 month break clause, so just in case, the small break clauses. So not that, you know, we think we're going to break up or anything, but it's just trying to be sensible, because you don't know what's going to happen, and you don't know, like, you might just end up growing apart. Tell us about your childhood. I thought this was quite interesting, because I was like, people probably don't know much about my childhood, or like where I'm from, family, or anything like that. So my childhood, grew up in Surrey, which is like it's just such a nice place. I'm so lucky that I grew up there, and I definitely, when I get older and I move out of London, want to live in Surrey. It's just such a nice area, and it's not far from London, so it's just super easy to commute. Lovely schools around there, and I went to a really nice school called Box Hill, and before that I went to a school called Downs End, which both just really, yeah, I just loved my time at both the schools. And I went to Reigate College, which was, I didn't really like college, to be honest with you, just because I feel like my time flew when I was there, but I just didn't like it. I was just over school, I think. By then I just wanted to make money, I just wanted to work. So, but yeah, I got my A-levels, which is great. And yeah, so my mum and dad, they aren't together. I'm from like what do they call it? A broken home? I mean, I think the majority of people are. It's so sad. I was discussing this the other day. Out of all my friends, there's like a group of 7 girls that I'm really close friends with from home, like since I've known since I was at primary school, and 5 of our parents are divorced and 2 aren't. Like, I feel like that's just a thing now, isn't it? Everyone in our day, like around our age, our parents all of a sudden, like, I feel like my parents were just like the first people to get divorced, and then all of a sudden, boom, everyone was getting divorces, and it's just so sad. And I really hope now it does like a 360, because so many of us have been through it, and we just don't want that for our kids. I think we're going to try super hard not to get divorced. I feel like it's just so much easier said than done, because when you're actually in it and you're in a relationship that you just don't want to be in and you're not happy, like, what can you do? And actually, I'm so fortunate because my family still really get on, so like there's no animosity there. My dad still gets on, well, kind of, no they do, they all get on, like, you know, it's a bit awkward sometimes, but you know, the like 90% of the time, like, it's totally fine. Like, my mum can speak to my dad speaks to my mum. They both moved on. My mum's got a new partner, my dad's got a new partner. They both seem very happy. So actually, it could have been a lot worse. So yeah, they broke up when I was 13, which was a horrible age. I feel like that is the pit of an age, because you're in such like a change in yourself. Like, you're going from like a kid to a teenager, and it's a weird old time for you yourself. And I do remember it being really quite sad. But, you know, things like this make you stronger. You've got to go through these sort of things, and that's what makes you sort of you, I guess. But other than that, my childhood's been so nice. Like, I have a really lovely family. Well, I've got yeah, the people who I speak to in my family are really lovely. There are some people in my family that we actually sadly don't speak, but yeah, one side of my family are literally great. They're amazing. So yeah, all in all, I feel quite lucky. Will you be in the next series of Main Chelsea, and when is it starting? I reckon so. I hope so. I mean, you know, you never really know with these things, like what's going to happen and what goes on. But yeah, I mean, we're planning on being in the next series, which will be fun. And actually, I don't know if I can tell you or not. Yeah, they're starting to film very soon, sooner than basically the channel and everyone have just adapted to the different protocols and everything you can do for, well, everything with coronavirus. So actually it means we can still keep filming in a safe way, in a safe environment, like, and make a really good TV show. So yeah, it's really good. I can't actually believe it that they're starting to film again. It's just great, and it means that it will give you guys all something to watch, and yeah, it's just good news all round, really, isn't it? And yeah, hopefully you guys will be seeing Harvey and I in the next series. I mean, yeah, you will be. Okay, next one. I'm not sure if I can talk whilst I do this eyeliner. Hang on, I'm just going to quickly do it with my mouth closed. Well, my mouth shut. Okay, breathe. Whew. Do you ever do that? Hold your breath while you're doing it? I don't know why, but... Okay, next question. What are your goals for the year? Okay, normally, like, I think about my goals, and honestly, I've not even had the bloody time to think about my goals this year, which you wouldn't believe because we've been sat in lockdown. But, okay, so, goals for this year. I need to compliment people more. I feel like I don't compliment people enough. Saving money. I need to start saving more money. I did well last year. Like, I've never saved money before in my life, by the way, guys. This is truth. Never, ever in my life. Last year... yeah, I was like, you know what, it's time to get saving, because I hit 25, I was like, that's a pinnacle age for me. I don't want to be 25 and, you know, not have some sort of savings or something or anything. I can't keep going out living my best life all the time. I need to start being a grown-up now, and that's what I'm doing. So again, keep saving, complimenting people, keep saving. I would like to say more gratitude. I thought about this morning actually. I want to be, you know, be more grateful about things. You know, I forget how lucky I actually am and how privileged I am. Just even just sitting here having a YouTube channel, living in London. I've just got so much, and I want to give back more as well. Like give like to charities and help people out, and you know, I don't know, I just want to be a good person. I just want to be a good person this year. That's gonna be one of my goals. Just be a better person or a good person. Growing up. I'm growing up. I'm doing MIC, what would be your dream job? Right. This for me, when I was younger, I was obsessed with being a teacher. I loved playing teachers. Obsessed. So I reckon I would love to be a teacher. I would actually love to be an air hostess. I'm not kidding you. That to me, when I was younger, I tried, when I was 18, I tried to be an air hostess, and it was like an X Factor audition. I'm not kidding you. It was petrifying. I shat myself. No, I didn't actually shit myself, but honestly, it was so scary. It was like you basically got, it was done in rounds, so you got through to different rounds. There was like loads of people there, like hundreds, okay, maybe like 70, 80, maybe 100, and I got down to the final round and then got an email a week later saying, no, sorry, you didn't make it through. I was like, okay, that was that. And I'd still reckon I'd love that job, like traveling the world. How fun. What have you learned about yourself during lockdown? I've actually learned quite a lot about myself. I've learned if I put my mind to things, I can do it. And actually, I've just learned how to cook. I've learned a lot about money actually. That's the main thing I've learned in lockdown. How much money I spent on really unnecessary things. Ubers, Deliveroos, eating out all the time. And that to me needs to stop. I learned a lot about money. Let me have a sip of this. This looks... Right, we're nearly done now. Your favourite place in the world to travel and why? Oh my god, I can't talk, can I? Because I'm doing my lips. Hang on. Okay, right. So, favourite place to travel in the world and why? Right, I'd actually go with Asia. So, I love Bali, Thailand, all those sort of places. I just love it. It's just got like a weird magical vibe. Bali was amazing. Thailand, even though they're like quite sort of run down places, they're just so cool. Like I just love the whole vibe. It's so different to London as well. It's so different to where I live that I just love it. I also loved, there's just so many places I've loved. Like I love the Caribbean. I mean, that's beautiful. I love traveling. Like honestly, anywhere I go, even to like cities, like the one place I didn't love was LA. It's just really quite like a stressful place to be. I just don't, it's a very sort of like fake place, and I know London can be really fake, but it's super fake there. Like it's worse than London, and London can be quite, you know, a fake sapid place. But yeah, LA, and it's just so big. You can just feel so lonely so quickly because honestly, like, yeah, it's so big. I didn't massively love it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that and you got to know me a little bit better. I've actually, yeah, I've gone for very natural makeup. I feel like this is another goal for 2021, is less is more. Okay girls, less is definitely more. I don't want to be piling on the makeup this year. I'm going to try to keep it all natural. So yeah, let me know if you like the look of anything that I put on my face, because I can I can let you know what it is and stuff. I probably should have said that, shouldn't I? I will speak to you guys very soon.